Hello, good evening. Welcome back to my channel, Intuitive Insights and Tarot. I do believe I'm live, and even though I don't see it on YouTube yet, there's always a little delay. There we go. Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you had a wonderful weekend and a great 4th of July uh, holiday. Uh, so today I'm going to be looking at Mr. B's mm, how things are going to be going for him in the next few months. So this is the person who is currently playing the role of the President of the United States. It's very clear to us that he is not the original one that we saw like 10 years ago. Yes, hi Colleen, hi Susanna. Thank you for being here and the other people that are here. So a couple of weeks ago, I did one of these on Mr. T. And like one of the things that stands out to me the most from that reading was how he got the Emperor in the house of, I think it was in the house of change, Scorpio, um, which I interpreted as being that he has been the commander in chief all along in the background, as we know, and that this is going to be come out to be common knowledge, or maybe that won't be known to everybody, but he is going to be once again the president of the United States. And so I thought, since the last debate, and everybody saw now just how difficult a time Mr. B is having of it, Joe, um, how things are going to go for him. So I'm going to do the same thing for him. Um, Before I do that, let me talk a little bit real quickly about ASEA. Some of you may have been hearing about this product. It's a supplement, but it's more than a supplement. It's it provides molecules to your body that your body needs to stay young and healthy. It's something that your cells do very naturally when you're young, but as soon as you get over the age of 20 or so, it works less effectively. Um, I've been using it now for 4 months, and the results that I've had, even though I didn't have any real illnesses or anything, just my stamina has gone up, and I feel much better. I sleep better. My digestion is much better. And you may have heard about this from Catherine Edwards. I don't know if you've ever heard of Catherine Edwards. She's a YouTuber. She does a lot of great work. She does a lot of things for just bettering your life in general, all the way around. I suggest you look her up. And now I'm very happy and very proud to announce that Honey C. Golden is an associate of ASEA. So I'm on quite the team. Catherine Edwards is amazing. And the other people on my team, Frank is my sponsor, and he's very helpful. And it's not just good for health, it can be good for your finances too. If you're looking for a way to help others be healthy and to increase your personal wealth, then check out my website. It's in the description on ASEA, and you would be joining my team. And in my team, the at the top of the ladder of my team is Catherine Edwards, and now I have Honey C. Golden on my team. So you would be in our team. We call it Team Dragonfly. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. The one other quick thing I want to do is Elisa contacted me a few days ago and told me about another YouTuber who does tarot, and she had been a guest on this woman's channel, and she reached out through Elisa to me asking if I could give her a shout out. And so that's what I'm going to do here now. Um, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for other people helping me, giving me a boost up. Janine Morajo, and back when I had another very popular YouTuber on. So I'm going to share my screen. And, she's just trying to break out of the matrix, as we all are. And I don't really know her that well, I'll be honest with you. But I did check out a couple of her videos, and I think she's really good. So her channel's name is oh no, New Beginnings Tarot. Okay. Um, I'm not sure what her name is, but she has 338 subscribers. She's trying to reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers so she can start doing her own live shows. And I just wanted to give her a little boost. I think we all need it sometimes, and check her out. See if you like what she does, and subscribe and give her a little help. Hey, hello, Cherie and Serena. Oh yeah, Serena. I want to help you out too if I can. Send a few people your way. So Serena Soaps, you can find on Facebook. Uh, Look her up because she's somebody else who's trying to help people and get out of the matrix of working for other people. Okay, without further ado, let's get to this reading. Okay, let me see. Everything looks good here. Oh, something I wanted to tell you guys about real quick. I'm gonna brag about my dog. I just said my dog, and she looked right at me. So here she is. See her down here? Sandy. Sandy, what you got? Got your chew bone? Okay, now I want to tell you about this chew bone real quick, what she did. Let me see that, Sandy. Okay, so this is one of those rawhide chew bones, and you know how they come when they're tied in a knot on each end? Usually that's the way these came. It's like in the shape of a bone. There's a knot here and a knot here. And what she used to do was she would bite off one of the knots, and then she would gnaw the other part down to there was just a nub sticking out from that knot. And the other day I noticed she was getting really frustrated because she had this little knot and there's a little bit of it. She's like gnawing at it. You can hear her right now, just kind of crying. And she was getting really frustrated because I couldn't get that last bit. So I gave her a fresh one, a new one, had the knots on either end. She untied them somehow. She got her teeth in them because they're really, really tight. I mean, they're dry and they're hard when they're like that. And somehow she managed to untie the knots so that now she can chew the whole thing and she's not left over with this nub at the end. I just it blew me away that she had that kind of thought and reasoning. Truly amazing. Okay, let me get my cards out. Now I'm going to have to give these a good shuffle because I haven't had them out in a while. And while I'm doing this, why don't you tell me in the chat, have you noticed anything about your animals becoming more sentient, more intelligent, recognizing that they are conscious beings? I'm noticing that. Hello, Baja Girl. All right, so I'm doing the houses spread for Joe Biden. I said his name. I should say the actor playing Mr. Biden. Oh, somebody said that they used three different body doubles during the debate. Well, I can tell you that I watched it very carefully. I took screenshots all the way through. I took one just before a commercial break and then one right after a commercial break. And then I went back and I looked at them and they were exactly the same. I couldn't find any detail different, especially like the way his chin, he has this like indentation in his chin and his hair. There were like three or four strands or tresses of hair that did not move one iota, right? So I don't know if they were changing out doubles. I don't know how anybody noticed it. It was noticeable. Who had a birthday? Frank, if you watch this later on, condolences on the loss of your cousin. Sorry to hear that. All right, I think I got these pretty well shot. Okay, so we're going to do this Houses of the Zodiac spread for Mr. B. And this is going to be leading up to November, I think it's 4th, 5th, or 6th, the time when we all drop the papers in the box. Oh, it's your happy birthday, haha, girl. All right, are we ready? This here, I've got my notes set up here. So I'm still learning this zodiac spread. I've never been good with astrology. I like what months or which signs and stuff like that. But I am learning as I go. Let's see. So I didn't set up my doubles camera today because that's frankly a pain to do. And so you're not going to be able to see my face as I'm doing these readings, but my camera down. Square it up here. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to give this a couple more shuffles just because I like people to see that I am truly, wow, look at that. That's 14 and 15. We have Temperance and the Devil on the bottom. Anyways, like I said, I think it's important that people see that I am definitely shuffling. So there's no stacking going on. Okay. And then it's cut. And see, I got to put these the right way so you guys see them. All right, so I got because this is upside down, I got to figure this out. I start off over here with the first house is the house of Aries, and it's self and ego. So this is how he sees himself, how he thinks about himself, and the first card in that he's a liar. So nothing when he says that he's completely confident in his ability to serve as president and things like that, he is lying out of his face hole. Okay. Uh, so that's a great start. Now, excuse me, I got to figure out how it's because so the next card will go where I'm going down this way. Okay. it's confusing sometimes like this. Okay, so the second card is his wealth resources. This might be like the financial he's support he's getting for his campaign and things like that. So let's see what that is. Uh, so it looks like he might be tapped out. It looks like people have because this is swords are passion. So people have like lost their passion for him, their 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 belief in him. So people are not giving him as much money now for his campaign. Right now, the third card is communication and like support, moral support, right? And how he's communicating his thoughts and ideas and things like that. And that is the Knight of Wands. So I'm thinking about the rally he did right after where he came out and he was all like piss and vinegar and fiery and that's so out of character that I think that he was on something when when we saw him that way. I don't think that was his I don't think that was natural energy that he was showing. I think that was something that was induced by chemicals, drugs. That's what he looked like to me. His eyes were his pupils were all dilated. Okay, so that's one, two, three, and then number four is home. Like, how are things in his home life? Okay, and it looks like he's not getting much support at home. He's like on his own. I think, well, like his son's not there for him. I'm thinking he's feeling like he's been left to fend for himself at home. That's strange. At home, and then number five is Leo, creativity, woman. I mean, that's the Queen of Wands. So his creativity, there must be like his handler is. I wonder if Jill. I wonder if this is like. Well, I don't even know if these people are real, but creativity, it's coming from somewhere else. I think he's being told what to say and how to say it, and all of his ideas come from someone else. There's like a woman who's in control. It's funny because I got the same this same card, if I believe I'm right, is the one I got for Mr. T at home. It was a queen, I remember, and I think it was the Queen of Wands. So the same person is controlling, or not controlling, but in each person's home. I wonder, we speculated before that this could be Princess Di. I wonder if she has more power or more to say in this than what we would think. Okay. Oh, thank you, Betty. I'll get to that question as soon as I can, as soon as I finish up here. So yeah, if you want to, guys, if you'd like any questions for the cards, uh, you can put them in the chat, or you can buy super chat if you want to make sure I see it, or you can send it to my Buy Me a Coffee um, app. It's in the description. And right now, I'm I could use all the help I could get because I have a huge Visa bill to pay this Thursday. So I'd appreciate that. Okay, Betty, I'll get to you in just a minute. Let me get back to this look at the cards. All right, so here's this woman once again appearing at home, and not sure what to make of it. I think it's like the same woman who was helping out Mr. T. This all has something to do with Joe as well. So, not sure what that is. Okay, so that's where was that? Creativity. No. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, that's home. No, this is creativity. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm still learning this. The next one is daily routine. Okay. Hmm. Daily routine. So, King of Wands. It's a daily. I mean, he really believes, I think, that he is who he says he is. So it's like some kind of almost like a I don't know. I want to say like a delusional because he definitely doesn't have the faculties of a king. He doesn't have the or a leader. And looking at my notes here, daily routine and health. Hmm. I just don't think that that's really him. What we're seeing there, I think it's something else. Okay, so go from health to relationships. Looks like he's on his own. So with relationships being the fool, I don't think he has any really has any relationships with people or in them. Like the people who are closest to him think that he's being foolish. That's what I think this is saying. And and he's being abandoned now by the people that were closest to him. Okay, so that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight is change. What great changes are coming for Mr. B? So Nine of Wands. Nine is the last step before the ending. So I think changes. Well, we all know it. It's not a big surprise if I say that there's no way he's going to win this. I'm wondering if he's even going to make it that far because he's beleaguered and he's on his last legs. Oh, thank you, Elisa, for the sticker. And let's see, where are we? Purpose. What I need to do is make a template with this on it so I don't have to keep counting the cards like this. Okay, so the next one is growth. What kind of growth is he going to have over the next few months? And he's not. He's stagnant. He's stuck. You're not going to see his numbers are not going to go up in the polls. Uh, it's going to stay right where it's at. So no growth coming from him. Stagnant stagnation is what I want to say. N is purpose. Just like holding a place. He's a placeholder. That's like the words that come into my mind that he's just holding a place for until we can get the real change and Mr. T can finally step in and take the reins. Okay, that's purpose, right? That's purpose. And then his social network, or close friends and family. Well, he's a doppelganger, and I think that's why I'm getting the lovers here. That I don't know if clones are a real thing, but it's something like that. He's some kind of duplicate. Okay, and then the last one, number 12. I'm going through this kind of quickly, guys, because I have something else I want to do here, and I also would like to get some of your questions. But hopes and dreams and the unconscious. Hopes and dreams. I mean, oh, this is also fall. I believe in a delusional way, the person who's playing Joe Biden, one thing, I don't think that he knows that he's not who he thinks he is. Like there's been some kind of brainwashing there. He's been hypnotized or something. When he asserts himself for being who he is and what he is, he really believes that. Okay. Um, all right. Let me take a look here, see if I have any. Let me go to Betty first. So I'm going to answer this question. You tell me why I always have had a memory problem. Always have had. Okay. Well, I am not a doctor nor a psychologist, and I'll see what I can do. But I will see what I can do. If you've always had a problem, I wish I could get more information, Betty, like how old you are and how did these problems manifest and how bad is it? Like, I mean, we all have lapses in memory, right? We put our keys down, forgot where we put them, walk into a room, forgot why we got there, why we went there. But okay, let's take a look at this. Also, I'm going to do a 4 card spread on this. Cups situation. See emotions. Okay, so here's the challenge. This should be the reason. Okay, so something from your childhood. This is what is difficult for you. How. So your thoughts get muddled by your emotions. And in order to improve your memory, you have to find a way to separate your thoughts and feelings. So That's like the simplest. Oh, that's the simple answer because there is no easy answer to questions like this. But you're when you try to log a memory, you have emotions that override that, and then that ends up leaving you confused and trying to remember where it came from. Right? I know that sounds vague, but this, yeah, it's kind of a difficult question. Anybody, even like therapists, and have you been to therapists? Have you been to doctors to see if there's something like that? But I can tell you that there is this conflict of thoughts and emotions. So maybe there are ways you can find to compartmentalize your thoughts and not have an emotional reaction to them. And this is why you're having problems with your memory. Okay, so I know that sounds very simplistic, but hey, it's a difficult thing to wrap your head around. Thank you, Rose. RG. Very nice sticker from you. Betty, I'm going to give this another try because I don't know. I want to dig deeper into this, Betty. So I'm going to go ahead and do the full Kachina knife 7 card spread on this and see why I always have had memory problems. Okay. See, once again, something happened in your childhood too, and it was something that maybe it affected your emotions very much, like strong emotions like anger or fear. You might want to go try to do some type of hypnotherapy, regression therapy, where you go back to your childhood, see if you can find any blocked memories from your childhood. It's interesting. It would be interesting to know what your relationship with your father was like because the last spread I did, that King of Cups is a father figure. Um, some kind of emotion that you got that was triggered by your father at a young age, which then makes you compartmentalize. and and here's the moon. The moon is much like the 7 of Cups in its confusion and fear. So and this makes you feel whenever you feel vulnerable or exposed. Okay, so I hope that helps a little more. And yeah, I think you need to see if you can find some techniques. If you really want to get to the bottom of this, find someone who can do like not past life, but uh, help you remember things from your childhood uh, concerning your father or a man that affected you in a way that triggers you, so that when you have these emotions, it blocks memories. Okay, hope that helped. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Betty, you say you're 60 now, same age as I. But this, let me see, I gotta back up. Yes, even as a child, I couldn't remember math or when I read a book. I couldn't remember what I read. Hmm. Dana, are you there? I see a Baja girl saying thank you for something. Hello, Dana. I want to make sure I don't have any other questions. Like I said, like I always say, you don't have to pay to get your question answered. Um, so if you can afford it, don't have it, don't want to, and you have a question, put it in the chat. If it resonates with me, I'll give it a shot. You're welcome, Betty. Okay, now I have something else in mind that I want to do today. Since I'm not seeing any questions here, let me make sure I didn't get any sent to my email. Doesn't look like it. Oh, and let me take this opportunity to remind people that I am available for private readings. Um, if you want to learn more about that, you can look at my website. It's in the description. I have special rates for people that are either night owls, if you stay up really late, because because of my time zone and most of my clients are in the USA, most of my sessions I do in the evening in America, like starting like when I started this show, 8:30 in the morning for me, 9:30 um, at night for you, and then that leaves me with the rest of the day with to fill. And I usually don't get many clients after like 11 o'clock in the morning. So to try to fill the my later part of the day, um, I have reduced rates for people who, like I said, if you I think it's past 11 p.m. at night. So if you're someone in America who likes to stay up late, or if you're in Europe or Asia or the UK, or even I had a client from Hawaii the other day, then you could get a cheaper rate. It helps me to fill that spot possibly, and helps you with a discount. Okay, so I had this idea last night to do this, and I'm going to do another zodiac spread. But the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do it like a mini reading for each sign. All right. So I'm going to draw 4 cards for each sign. So if you're an Aries, we're going to start with you. And this card is going to be for the week, how your week's going to go, and what challenges you may have, and what advice I can get the cards can give you for dealing with those challenges that you're going to have this week and what the outcome may be. Okay. So this is going to be fun. I've never done this before. So bear with me if I seem to be struggling. Right. And I just want to, before I do this, I want to check the chat. Oh, hello, Elaine. I'll be seeing you soon. We have an appointment next week. And, okay. I don't see anything I have to address right there. So I'm going to start with Aries. If you're an Aries, this is the upcoming week. What kind of challenges you could face? Sandy, say hello. All right. It's kind of hard doing this upside down. Okay, situation. So Aries, if you're an Aries, you might have a lot on your mind right now. You might be worried about um, nothing major, just like the day-to-day things that we all struggle with, getting up in the morning to go to work, paying the bills. But I want you to know that the Nine of Swords means that these little things that you're worried about starting the week are not going to become anything major. Okay. And this next card is, oh, let's see, Aries. Yeah, thanks for telling people what Aries is. Oops, hold on a second, I gotta look up something here. Okay, and then This is the challenge. Okay, so you're worried about all these little things in life that usually don't amount to anything, and this is the challenge that you're going to face this week. Ten of Cups. So it's something at home, something with the family. Um, Maybe things aren't as happy as what you like to believe they are. You might even be like lying to yourself about something. There's something going on in your house, and you don't want to face up to it because it's maybe too painful. This is your advice. Let it go. Okay, you have two tens here. So you're worried about something that's going on in your family, and it's really not that important. So the best thing that you could do, if there's nothing you can do about it, there's no sense in worrying about it, so let it go. Okay. And then the outcome is going to be it's all going to work out in the long run. But by the end of the week, this thing you're worried about that's going on at home, that maybe is something you don't want to address, you don't need to. Let it be. It's going to work itself out in the end. Okay. So that's Aries. We're going to put these over here and we're going to come back later on and look at all of these together. Okay. So the next one is Taurus. This is for all the Taurus out there. If your birthday, what a birthday or Taurus? Okay. Situation. Tauruses are going through some kind of change right now in your life. And it may be something major for you. Uh, I know, like you may have had a loss in the family. You may have lost a job. You may have decided that you're going to make a big change in your life and you're doing it this week. And the challenge with this change is accepting yourself and accepting adulations from others uh, is a challenge for you. There's a low self-esteem when this card comes up as a challenge. This is somebody who you're a wonderful person and you can't see it in yourself. So maybe it's a good time to make this change. Advice, justice. Treat yourself fairly. You're being too hard on yourself. Okay. Um, Maybe you've been wanting to exercise or learn a new language or do something to change yourself to make yourself better. But you're being too hard on yourself. You have too much of that negative uh, voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, and things like that. You've got to be kinder to yourself. And the outcome. Okay, so we have this change. This change is going to end by whatever this is you're going through. uh, it's going to be finished by the end of the week, and there's going to be a positive outcome. So this is a positive change that's going to happen for you, uh, and by the end of this week, maybe by next Sunday. I'm saying that because that's an 8, so it's a week plus 1. Okay, so whatever this is you're going through, for some of you, maybe something really major, or maybe it's just like you're having trouble with your car or something like that. um, but one really good message here, and it's good for everybody, not not only the Tauruses, but be kind to yourself. Okay, know that there are other people who look to you and think you're a wonderful person, and you should accept that. It's hard sometimes for us to accept the love and respect of others because we think poorly of ourselves. We all go through this sometimes. unless you're a narcissist. Okay, so that was Taurus. Now let's go on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini's Nine of Cups. This, so let me see the situation. There's something coming up in there's like this wish, this desire you have to fulfill something this week that's very important to you. The way you're going to achieve this outcome of whatever this is, like if it's a new job or, you know, asking somebody out on a date, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm trying to think of examples. The key to getting to manifesting this is by taking the first step to talk about it. You need to send that email, make that phone call, uh, send that resume, whatever it is. But it has to be in word form. Okay. So talk, or even saying out loud to the universe. There's something that I need, and you manifest it by speaking it out loud. Okay. It's important that you give words to this desire that you have. But be patient, because sometimes it takes time for these things to manifest. It's not going to manifest this week. This thing that you're trying to bring into your life, it's not going to happen this week. So be patient. That's your advice. And then because the outcome is that is completion. Nines are completion. So eventually, whatever this deep desire that you have, this wish that you have, it will be granted. But it you're not going to recognize it right at first. It might take some time. This is one of those things, and this happened to me when I got a tarot reading once years and years ago. That I was thinking, oh, this tarot reader told me this, and it never happened. And then after like a year or a couple years, it happened. And then I looked back and oh, yeah, that's right. That's what that tarot card reader told me. Okay, so that was three Taurus. Next is Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, the situation is the Emperor. So you might be dealing with law enforcement or a judge or something like that. You may have something like that going. This could be the boss at your work. Maybe you're having issues with your boss at work or a father figure, something like that. That's your the situation. Not necessarily a problem, but that's the situation. Or it just could be a large system in general, like a hospital, something like that. Okay, your challenge. Getting it started, starting or being inspired. You're being challenged to be inspired to think in a different way, think in a new way. Challenge. This is what's difficult for you. Maybe maybe you're being given new rules at work or something like that, and it's hard for you to you're reluctant to start adhering to it, something like that. This is advice. If you're really unhappy with the situation, you you can make some kind of change. Maybe this is something that's not for you. And now remember, this is just the week we're talking about. Okay, so it's not like big lifetime things. So if you're being told to do something and you don't feel like it's something you're ready to start, then move on and go on to something else. Put an put an ending to that and start something new. Okay, and then the outcome is the king. So if you don't like being bossed, if you don't like being told what to do, then be your own sovereign entity. Uh, be your own boss, kind of thing. Take matters into your own hand. Uh, be a sovereign being. On the extremes, if this is your boss and you're being told to do something that you don't want to do, it's time to end this job and maybe start working for yourself. I know that seems a bit extreme. That's on the extreme end. Uh, or maybe you can just change the way you think about something. Uh, a lot of times, the way I dealt with the situation when I was working for a government school in Thailand, I would say yes to what I was told to do, and then I would do it my own way, and nobody ever cared. You know, that's actually how you do things in Thailand. You say yes, and then you ignore it, and you go and do your own thing. That's I worked that way in a school for years and years, and I always got away with it. I always got my way. Okay, so let's see. The next one is, let's see where we are here. 5, Leo, creativity. All right, this is for all the Leos. My sister's a Leo, so this is for all the Leos out there. Okay. So in a team, working in a team, and let me see. This is the situation. So teamwork. You're working with other people. You're working within a group, or not working, but doing something with a group of people. Collaboration. Okay. And the challenge with this is uh, too many cooks spoil the broth. That's the way I'm going to put this. So the people or the group that you're working in, whether this is like a work situation or at home or social, it's like you have a certain goal that you want to attain, but the problem is you can't all agree. So there's a lack of leadership here. Somebody needs to step up and take a leadership role. Well, let's see what the advice says, and that's exactly right. So in your little circle here of friends who are working on something or doing something together, one of you is a natural leader. A woman could be a woman or has the aspects of a woman who can very gently and in a matronly sort of way give guidance that could help. Okay, and then the outcome for you is a union. So once you do that, once you coalesce under one person and let them be the voice for the group, then you're going to have this marriage or this coming together, this unity that's come from this chaos. Okay, so communication is key here, and leadership. Uh, Elect or appoint somebody, or just start, or you step up and take a role of leadership. Okay, that was Leo. And then now this is Virgo. This is for all the Virgos out there. Queen of Cups situation. So you may be having a situation with your mother or your, uh, if you're a man, your female partner, your wife, girlfriend, uh, or anybody that you know who tends to be overly emotional. Okay. So the situation is there's somebody who you know who may be going through a depression right now or something like that, or it could be you. Okay. Um, Not necessarily depression, but strong emotions. Okay. The challenge is to talk about it. Okay. Um, this person who's experiencing these strong emotions um, has a hard time talking about feelings. Okay. So you need to overcome that. The advice for that is letting go of if somebody's hurt you in the past. Wow, this is very clear, by the way. Somebody's hurt you in the past. You've been betrayed, you've been hurt, you've been stabbed in the back, and the best way to deal with that is by forgiveness. This could be yourself, forgiving yourself, letting go and healing that pain that was caused to you by somebody else, or like I said, yourself. And if you do that, then the outcome is uh, replenishing the love of self or the love for that person. So if somebody you love hurt you, then the best thing you can do is forgive them and then learn to love them without conditions. Okay. Wow. This was for who now? I forget. Leo? How many did we do here? Excuse me. One, two, three. This is six. Oh, this is Virgo. Okay, so this is for the Virgos out there. All right. I feel like this is a very clear message for you, Virgos. Um, Forgive and forget and heal yourself by doing that. Okay. It's down here. Okay, that was Virgo. Now we're going to Libra. Oh, this is for me. I'm a Libra. Okay. So planning for the future, making plans for the future. This is the situation. So I've got some projects that I keep saying that I'm going to work on, and I haven't been able to get started. um, I've planned it all in my mind, and I know how I want to do it. And this could really help my YouTube channel and help others. But had a hard time starting it. Keep going back and forth. Let's see. This is the challenge. It's like usually late at night, I have all these thoughts and how I want to do it, and then in the morning, I don't have the like what is it like the start the I can't think of the word to do it. I I like I just like being I like to follow my heart, and this is a challenge. I get distracted because I should be doing this, something that could help me with my work and financially, but then my heart or my other interests take me other directions. I end up doing other things. Okay, and then what is this? This is the advice. So separating myself from or I'm referring to myself because it's for Libras. Rising above the noise, rising above the distractions. Advice. I could probably put away my phone more often, you know, because it's like this thing I want to do, and all these other things come up and distract me, and I end up not doing the thing that I wanted to do. So anyway, and then the outcome is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so like I'm going to apply this to myself. If I really want to achieve this goal of creating this uh, educational series on teaching tarot. I really need to turn off my electronics and like focus, get myself separated from the things that distract me. All right. And it's going to happen. I am going to get to it eventually, but probably not this week. All right. So that was Libra. Next we have Scorpio. Okay, this one's for the Scorpios out there. Seven of Swords. This is the situation. You might be in a bit of a disagreement with someone, having words with someone. Maybe you're, oh, I wonder how many of you are going to call in sick on Monday because you had a long weekend and you just don't feel like you can go to work on Monday. That might that might be what's going on here. Challenge. Uh, Challenge is lovers. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've been having another one of those shadow. What is it? How does Honey call it? Shadow unification or something. I've learned to recognize these now because last time it happened, I asked Honey, and she said that I was integrating a shadow. I've been going through this um, past few days, and so that may be what's going on here. That may be why Monday you're not feeling the drive to go to work and you feel like calling in sick. You might be feeling lack of energy because of this, and hold on. Okay, so let's see what is the advice for this? Wow. Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. Um, who is this again? This is Scorpio. Scorpios, you know, Scorpios are like little crabs and they grow by shedding their skin. And it's like that's how arthropods grow, like spiders and crabs and scorpions. So you need to shed this skin, this old beliefs or this negative things that you're saying to yourself, and and so you can have this growth. And by the way, sometimes we do just need to take that day off. If this is what's going on, if you're having this shadow integration and this growth, then you really might be need to take a day for yourself. So don't feel bad about calling in sick, even if you may not be physically sick. Maybe you don't have a cold or anything like that, but you might need to take a day off on Monday, and it's okay sometimes to tell a fib in order for that to happen. Okay, I know I've done that. Okay, and now the next one, Scorpio, is I wanted to call in sick today, but I can't because the boss said you have to work today. So I got myself out of bed and I'm here with you guys now. All right, so that was Scorpio, Sagittarius. So, but Scorpios, if you feel like you need to take a day off, do it. Sagittarius, all right. Situation, Wheel of Fortune. If you've been having some bad luck last couple weeks, things are about to turn around for you. Challenge. Maybe you've been arguing with somebody or having disagreements or even fighting with somebody and you've been on the losing side of it, you're about to get a one up on them or this or the whatever situation it is that you feel that you've been on the bad luck end of. All right. And then advice. So we all go through these stages where we're down, go down and up, down and up. And whenever you're in one of these slumps, you just have to remember that there's going to come a time in the future when that bad luck, that streak of bad luck's going to be over, and the sun's going to come out, and you're once again going to be safe and happy. Okay, so keeping keeping a positive mindset is very important to changing your luck, by the way. Uh, and then the outcome is the devil. Uh, so this is a windfall. Like you might get a phone call from work that you're getting a bonus that you didn't expect, something like that. So it's okay to take this good luck, whatever this is, and then do something for yourself. Something that you normally, and this is something that you wouldn't normally do for yourself, or an extravagance, a luxury, something that normally you couldn't afford, you're going to be able to. Uh, and something that you shouldn't do all the time because it may not be that healthy for you, or maybe because it takes too much of your time and money. But it's okay to do it this week, whatever that is. Okay, and who was that? That was Capricorn. No, that was Sagittarius. This one's Capricorn. This is for all the Capricorns out there. Okay, Capricorns, your situation is something you've been working on for a while now is starting to show signs of ripening, of being ready. You're just on the verge of of it coming to fruition. Okay, the challenge for this is okay, so you have something that's you're working on. It's almost ready. It's like I'm getting this like when you have a cake in the oven or a souffle. I remember this was like always in cartoons and television shows from the 70s and 80s. Somebody would be baking a souffle in the oven, and then when they brought it out, it was ready, and then it would collapse. So you're there's a danger of this thing that's almost finished not quite reaching its final conclusion. That's the challenge. So the advice for that is resignation. Not everything happens the way we want it to. Not everything comes out the way we want it to, and it's okay if your souffle came out flat. Now you have yourself a crepe instead of a souffle, and that's okay too. Because the next time so you're going to learn from this, okay? It's this thing that you've been working on this week that didn't work out for you. You just have to be resigned to that. Sometimes you don't always get your way, but next time you learn something from this, and the next time you do it, you will be successful. Okay, so this is a trial and error, learning from your mistakes kind of week. Hey, who was that? That was Capricorn. And now Aquarius. This is for Aquarius. Situation is a hierophant. Um, maybe if you go to a church or religion, this could be that, or any type of big corporate structure, something that is has a lot of structure to it, such as an organization of some sort. So you're in a situation with that. Okay. And it's the Hierophant. I forgot where I was at here. Oh yeah. This is the challenge. This looks like somebody who works for a big organization. You feel stuck, and you maybe you don't feel like you're getting recognition for the work that you're doing, something like that. Your advice? Wow, I get this a lot. It's time to stop being a cog in the wheel and to take control of your life and to do something, following your dreams, following your passions, achieving some type of sovereignty. Um, Even if it means taking control of some small part of your life. If you are like a small fish in a big pond, do something to make a splash. Um, be proactive. What's it called? Like a self-starter. Bring some new ideas to the boss. Let them know that you're not just a part of the machine, that you could add more. And then the outcome is adaptability. And by doing that, you can make changes. Right. So so you can go from being just a cog in the wheel to the one who's controlling the the gears. Okay. But you have to step up and you have to take a little bit more proactive um, action to let your voice be heard, let your actions be seen. Okay. And that was Aquarius. Make sure I got this. Okay, the last one is for Pisces. Chariot. And your challenge this week is it's hard for you to keep your mouth shut. There's something that you feel very strongly about, something you know about very well, but if you say too much, you could get yourself in trouble. So that's your challenge. Is it's like you know you shouldn't say anything, but it's hard for you to keep your mouth shut. Advice is have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Um, take this feeling of anxiousness that you have from not being able to speak your mind and just make light of it. Make jokes. So if there's something that's really annoying you, instead of complaining about it, try to make it into something fun. Make light of it because it's really not that serious of a thing. And I think this has to do with work. So this will make work a lot better. I know you're not happy with the situation at work and you want to speak out about it, but in order for you to do your job well and to keep things happening, it's better just to make light of it and move on. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to lay these out, and this is going to be like for everybody for the week. So now I'm going to take all the cards that I just did, and I'm going to lay them out like this. And now I'm going to give everybody a general reading for the week based on these cards. I've never done this before. This idea just came to me last night, how to do this. And if you've got questions in the chat, hold on, I'll get to them in just a minute. I just want to finish this up in this. Okay, so this is the zodiac for the week. Actually, it's too much. I can't do it all. It's just too much for me right now. All right. Well, it was a good idea. The first part of my idea worked pretty well, which is doing short uh, readings for the week for each sign. And let me take a look at your comments to refresh it. Okay. Okay, so let me see let me go back and see if I questions here. Looks like I have no admin in today. Stacy must be busy. Oh, Lisa. Lisa. All right. Elisa wants me to do a one card from the middle of the deck for her. Okay, let me shuffle these very well for you first, Elisa. One card, and we'll just say listen, this will be like one card for tomorrow. This will be your card of the day, Elisa, for tomorrow. See how much I can get out of one card. Right, giving these a good shuffle. So, all right, you ready? Card from the middle. From the middle. Oh, got a frog in my throat. All right, Elisa. Drum roll. Ah. So before I had any real viewers on YouTube, and I had very little confidence in myself as a reader, I got a reading from another tarot card reader who was starting out, and this card came up, and I'll never forget what she said to me. Um, we need to learn to accept the adorations of others. I've always tried to reduce my ego, the the part of myself that says I am this body and I am Scott Yates. But I have a hard time accepting compliments. I always have. I get embarrassed, and then I'll even like sometimes in the past self sabotage if I was getting too much attention. So, Elisa, right now it's your time to be a hero, and for a lot of people admire you greatly, and it's okay to accept that admiration. So, um, hopefully, you're starting to get more attention now, more people learning about you, and maybe you feel a little bit humbled by that. That's okay, but it's also important that we respect those who are giving us that respect and adulation. If you can't accept it, then it's not fair to those who are giving it, right? And that's good advice for everybody. Okay, so thank you for that, Elisa. Let me Accept the greatness. That's right. Time to shine. That's right, Lacey Blue. All right. So I think I'm going to end this broadcast now. Tried something a little bit different today. Seemed to go all right. And I'll try to do this more often. I think it was kind of cool. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. All of those of you who were. Remember to go and check out New Beginnings Tarot. Give her a subscription. She really is trying to get up to Nicole. Oh, all right. Sorry about that. And she's really trying to get up to where she can do lives because that's the most fun way to do this type of thing. So let's help her get her 1,000 subscribers so she can achieve that goal. Okay. Good night, everybody. It's time for me to end the stream, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Good night.